Joe. That ain't good enough. Come on, Joe. Ah! Thank you, baby. Thank you. You making blood come from my damn mouth. That's what I'm talking about, baby. You gotta make blood come to the mouth. You can't just smack me and don't hit me hard. That's bullshit. When you hit a motherfucker, you hit that motherfucker. Let's kick their ass, motherfucker. Kick their ass. Let's go.
Big John.
Now we got Big John Henderson that can hype us up every time before we start any kind of thing on the channel.
I love it. Let's go.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, baby.
when I was just messing around and I was like, man, I just need to, I want to be creative. I want to just, do some fun stuff. And that was it. Charlie boy, what's up, man? Yeah, this team is fun to watch. That's what we're going to talk about, man. That's why I wanted to get on today, because the team is too damn fun to not talk about.
It's crazy.
It's got us hyped up, man.
The excitement's out of control, man. I can't imagine what it's like in the city right now, but I'm definitely feeling it. I was up in New York, went to the Jags bar up there in Manhattan, and it was a blast watching that game. 10 straight at home against these Colts, baby. Let's go.
That's crazy, man. It's been since 2014 since they've won here, and it's crazy too. I made the prediction at the beginning of the season that we were going to sweep the entire AFC South. That would have come true probably if we didn't lose that one game.
It was it's a once in a lifetime type of collapse, right? I mean, really, how many times in the course of the league, not just the Jaguars' history. I mean, some Jaguars have laid some stinkers in their history, but anyway, we don't need to talk about that game.
Exactly. We're moving forward. The past is the past. The present is the present, and we just beat the Colts.
The future's all in front of us.
Exactly, and it's bright.
Yes, it is.
I mean, this being Liam Cohen's first year already at 9 wins with 4 games left in the season, with the potential to win out and go 13-4, because every game on our schedule is winnable. We can beat any team that we're about to go up against, and I know we're going to beat the Jets. I know we're going to beat the Titans. The Colts, that would have been a toss-up going into Indy if they had full power, but they're going to be without Daniel Jones. They don't even have Anthony Richardson as their backup. He's on IR. So that game should be a gimme. I hate saying it because, I mean, if we lose, it's like, shit, well, I was wrong. Right. But it feels like the team can at least win 12 games, if not that 13th game against the Broncos, because they've been playing a lot of close games, but we look better. The Jags, if you compare the Broncos and the Jags, you could have made a case earlier in the year that the Jags wouldn't be able to win close games, but we proved people wrong. We proved ourselves wrong. Yep. We've had close games with bad teams. We've blown out good teams, but I think we found a good stride going into the final 4 weeks of the season.
And the thing is like, people that were paying attention early in the year, when we first hired Liam and everything, and we were excited about the offense, and look what he did with Baker and Tampa and everything. The passing game was the last thing to come together on that offense too, right? Baker wasn't lighting it up when he first got to Tampa. It was the running game that allowed them to stay in those close games. And then around, week 11, week 12, week 13, Baker, it clicked, right? And I think we talked about it early on in the season. It was like, okay, we know that the passing game is going to be the last thing. Now, we thought we were going to be in a better position because we had BTJ. We didn't realize the slump that he'd be having early on in the season. Right. We were expecting big things from Travis. Travis had some flashes, but it was again, the passing game was the last thing to click. But if you knew, you knew it was coming, right? Yeah. And here it is. 30. What are we averaging? 30 games since 30 points since the bye. So,
I think, it's like 29.8 or something like that if you average everything together, which is insane. I expected good things out of this season, but the gigantic leap that we've taken is just insane. That just has me hyped up for multiple winning seasons back to back.
Yeah.
And,
And look what's happening to the Bucks. I mean,
yeah,
their offense is all right, but it's not a Liam Cohen offense anymore.
exactly.
And they couldn't even beat the Saints.
Yep.
So
No, Bucks fans are pretty upset. They were all pissed off when we got Liam Cohen over here.
Yep.
You can question the way we got him, whatever.
Whatever, we got him.
But we got him, and it shows that was the right choice. Ben Johnson also, who is having a great season, he's hyping up his guys. But for us, I think Liam Cohen was that right choice. I think we lucked out missing out on Ben Johnson and getting Liam. I really think, Charlie Boy says Liam's coach of the year. Book it. If we win out, I think that guarantees him coach of the year. You take Ben Johnson going to the Bears, who already had a good roster. Our roster compared to theirs, on paper, you would say theirs is better than ours. So for Liam to come in and do what he's doing with this team is insane. He absolutely should win coach of the year.
The problem is that it's going to go to Vrabel. I mean, really, and because it's the Patriots, it's what Drake May's been doing, regardless of who we think they played against, right?
They statistically had the easiest schedule in the entire
literally the easiest
league.
schedule. It's mind-boggling how easy that schedule has been for them.
Yep.
So anyway, I know we keep on saying we're going to talk about this game, and then we talk about the league and everything that's surrounding the Jags and everything that's in the way of the Jags, but it's still all right in front of them.
Oh yeah.
That game, that energy felt different. Like they were ready to go. Even when the drive stalled out early, that first drive, I think it was like a 4-and-out, right?
Yeah.
That interception by Devin Lloyd, just setting the tone.
Put us right back in it. And that was the very first offensive play for the Colts and Daniel Jones. And it wasn't quite that moment when I knew, like, hey, we're gonna win this thing, but that moment I was like, yeah, this is gonna be heavily in our favor for a while. And then things just kept piling up. Trevor started looking just insane. The catches started piling up. ETN was having good runs. Then we got the fumble from Jonathan Taylor. That was the moment when I was like, we're about to dominate. Yeah. As soon as Jonathan Taylor fumbled, that was the best player on their team at the point. And as soon as he messed up, that's it. Like I knew from there on out that was it. Then of course Daniel Jones getting hurt. That sucks. You always want to beat a team at full health and you feel better about it. But we would have won that game either way.
We had that game in hand. One of the big things, one of the reasons that the Colts have had such success early on, one, they're playing lesser opponents, but two, they weren't turning the ball over. Jonathan Taylor, sure, I was that his first fumble of the year, right? I mean,
it may have been, yeah.
They just don't turn the ball over, and for Daniel Jones to throw, first play, first pick, I was like, I felt like that was a good sign. And then I was with you. Once Jonathan Taylor coughed that ball up, I was like, this game's in hand, right?
Right.
Because that offense wasn't really moving when Daniel Jones was out there. And, the boys were hungry yesterday, and it showed. So, man, what a win.
Yeah.
That feels like a more dominant win than the Titans game, even to me. Really, I mean, the
Colts have a better roster.
Show it because it'll show 19 points, but there was a garbage time touchdown, right? I think what was it, 36-10 or something like that for most of the game, and then they just.
Yeah, it was. We had heavy lead, and then they had 13 points. Then they got that garbage time touchdown.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew they were going to get a garbage time touchdown. I mean, the defense, they played their ass off. I knew late, being up by that much, they would probably loosen up. Campanelli was calling, lighter plays. And the one thing that I have noticed with this team and the defense is when we play zone, we play a little bit further out than I would like for us to play.
You want to press a little bit?
Yeah, but it's Campanelli's style to like really bend, don't break, because we have really good red zone defense, really good red zone defense, and we have the best run defense in the league, which is also very helpful. So I think Campanelli knows that, you know, he can play a little loose, and he likes his chances better when they get further down, to kind of clamp teams to kicking field goals.
Well, and we don't have a ton of speed in the secondary. I mean, with Jarian Jones is a good slot guy, really. Jordan Lewis is also a good slot guy, and Buster Brown, who's usually a dime corner. Those are your starting corners right now. You know, I mean, Greg Newsom's out there too, and he had that. I mean,
he's starting to get better. I think
he got the interception. He got the interception, and I'll leave it at that.
Right? Yeah. Robert, what's up, man? Good to see you in here. Robert was in the Jags AM chat with me this morning.
Nice. Yeah. I don't think that our
what's up, DJ?
Our corners have that speed to recover in the press zone.
Yeah.
Right? Because if a guy beats you off the ball, I don't know that they have the recovery speed. I don't think that our safeties have that recovery speed either. Certainly not Dewey. I mean, I love Dewey. He hits hard, but he's a box safety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
here, DJ said something here. If we had Travis Hunter, we would be considered Super Bowl contenders, more obviously so, but I still think we got a shot. We still do have a shot. And I do agree with you. The media, if we were 9-4 and Travis Hunter was still playing, the media would love that because, you know, the media has loved Travis Hunter the entire time.
Yeah.
If he was still healthy, that we would be pushed into the media more. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, even still without Travis Hunter, man, that just shows next year what the team can accomplish, and it's going to be even more fun to watch with him on the field.
And I mean, literally, what is it going to? I kind of feel like the Joker, right? What is it going to take for you guys to pay attention, right? I got to wake you guys up. But literally, there's a bad PI call that lost us the Bengals game. Really, I mean, we shouldn't have been. We can say it till we're blue in the face. We shouldn't have been placed ourselves in that situation to begin with. But we played enough to win that game, and the refs decided no, right? And then again, the monumental collapse, right? And again, I think I've told you this 5 times now. We're still illegal hands to the face away from kicking a field goal to win that game in Houston. We converted that first down on the sideline to Parker Washington, right? A beautiful throw from Trevor, and it got called back for illegal hands to the face. And then the next play was, the fumble. But again, the game was over at that point. There were desperation mode, so I don't even, hate that. I mean, I hate it, but it's whatever,
Right.
So I mean, could you imagine what would the media have to do if we were 10-3 or 11-2? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Actually, I did not know this. Liam is live right now.
Oh.
Let's cut that on. Let's have like a little.
Yeah.
Let's have we can have like a little chat along. I'll cut the audio on.
Okay.
Them through the Built Travel Portal.
We'll have a little chat.
4 yards, their
See what he's
job's
got
to
say.
get 8. And, that's ultimately what we judge backs by.
Whole career, pass protector's never been like a big talk about thing with him. How have you seen him kind of grow?
When Liam
Yeah, he's
speaks,
definitely
we
improved
listen.
there.
Right.
Had a really nice pickup yesterday
I've told you
on a
this
cut
too,
that he had.
beginning of the season when we
He's
hired,
mixed up some of the technique that he
Liam
wants to
and
be able to
Tony
use
and
based on
James.
some of
At
the
first,
rushers that he's seeing.
My first thought was like, I love the
He's
Tony
more
Baselli hire,
dialed
but,
into the
I don't know what to
protections,
think
I
about
think,
this,
than maybe
because the
he
way
has
that Liam
been
was
in
hired,
some ways, and he's
Yeah.
taking it
not knowing a lot
seriously.
about James.
Chad, like I've
I
always said,
think
does
I
a great
had-
job with
and then-
teaching
then
those
hearing
guys not
James
just the
Gladstone
schemes,
talk,
but
I
the
was like, oh, never
fundamentals and
mind, he's my
techniques
favorite
that
hire.
we want to
Now I'm
use in
like,
pass
oh, no,
protection.
I'm sorry,
and
Liam's my favorite
he's
hire.
taking pride.
Right. Yeah.
But like it's fun to be excited about the front office.
Yeah. Just the emotion and the passion that everybody brings in the front office is amazing.
Yeah, it's so many times you get into in the NFL.
Is he
like,
is he
that's your
talking right
job.
now? Because I'm not
Like,
hearing
your
it if he
job.
is.
I want
Oh,
that
yeah,
to
I
be
can
fun. The game,
share it with
we
you,
are
actually.
playing a game for our jobs and our profession. So it's great to see the guys in there. It's something
There you
we've
go.
emphasized a lot. We want them to, have their personalities shine. This is entertainment as well. So go have fun with it.
Do you hear him? Am I echoing?
Yesterday or last night about coming in here, seeing the
Say again?
facility, seeing stuff on the TVs.
Am
where
I
you guys are
echoing
on the
at all?
division and what
I don't think so.
people are
I don't hear an
saying
echo.
about the Jags. Is that part of your motivational plan every week? To kind of
Liam reminds you of Bill. We'll find anything to use as fuel.
Look,
exactly, man, and that's what we need.
Try to
You got to keep putting
find
fuel on the fire.
any edges.
Keep the
you
foot
know,
on the
any
gas,
way
man.
You can find an edge, and we keep getting the ammunition we need.
Yeah, there he
So,
goes.
That's what we're. Look,
The media's going to give it to us. We're going to take
That's
it.
Yep.
our job as coaches.
I
and
loved
as,
what he said
you know,
yesterday.
Staff to.
He
to
said the
kinda
beautiful thing
continue to
is
find
we're
little
never going to get
ways
respect.
to
Can
motivate
keep using that.
and to keep things going. And
And you can already
know
you already hear it. You know,
when we
ETN
play
said the same thing.
with an edge,
you know,
it's
Yep.
usually
he's
a
like,
good thing for the
we'd rather
Jags.
have it that way.
Yep.
Tough conditions yesterday, but it looked like the field held up.
Phenomenal.
Impressed.
The field guys did a great
I
job.
shout out the grounds crew yesterday on the radio, but today specifically want to.
They made it
give
to
a
where
shout out to
only
our
Daniel
grounds
Jones
crew
could get
and-
hurt.
and, everybody that was involved.
Sorry, I had to make a little joke there.
You're right, you're not wrong.
Really even going back to the Chargers game, like that was such a great surface we played on, but like yesterday,
Yeah, that
to
field
not
held up
have
great,
guys
especially in that
slipping and
monsoon.
sliding all over that surface.
I've been keeping
We
up with the
came out
grounds guy
pregame and
on
then early
Twitter.
on in the game before it really started to get going.
They used a different kind
You
of
weren't even
grass to
gonna
prepare
tell
for the
that it,
rain,
you
and he
know, could
said
tell that it
now
was,
they're
raining.
this week
So,
since it's getting a little cooler, they're
kudos to those
using
guys. Seriously,
Bermuda
they put a lot
grass.
of time into it.
Or Bermuda
really
seed.
appreciative of those guys.
Tons. The guy has a degree for sports turf. Like that's how serious it is.
Yeah, he obviously got the turnover there, and he's getting back into the swing of it. I think there's some things that we need to clean up, but his presence was definitely felt. His communication, his confidence. I think he's going to take a step forward as he gets more and more
Hey,
comfortable.
look,
after
Duval
not
Dave's
playing
live.
in a long time.
Always to play your best
Would
moments.
you look at that?
How hard is it to actually line that
Would you
up
just
where
look
you're
at it?
playing some of your best
Where'd he go? Oh,
It's just week to week. It's not. We're not sitting here talking about, man, we have to play our best football now. It's just we're in a process. We're in a process of just trying to improve, get better each day, taking it seriously. We want to know every week, and it just so happens that we're in December right now, where it does really, truly, your games get a lot less.
1-0 in December so
That's
far.
just
Keep it
the
rolling.
margin for error that we're at right now, and look, it's a process, a daily, hourly process, and that's how we're taking it.
Yeah, DJ, it's just a matter of I would like to beat teams at full strength. You never like to see the guys go down, whatever. I especially on the other team, because that just gives people just like, well, the Jags won because of this again. Not, hey, the Jags are a good team.
Standard of
I mean,
the way
like,
that they block, the way
I
that
don't
they
hate
play, the
Danny
way that
Jones.
they come
I
off
hate
the
that
ball,
he
the
had
way
like a
that
little
they
bit of a
run the routes.
resurgence, with the
Yeah.
Colts. But like,
He's
you hate to
definitely
see a
made an
guy,
impact
like,
in that room,
essentially
and I was so
resurrect
glad
his
to see
career. I mean,
him
that
get
Achilles
rewarded for
injury
some of
is
those
going to cost
things,
him
and
about
the
$100 million.
quarterback trusts him. Trevor trusts him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard.
And,
They
give him
sold
some ops
those
down the field to
those
make
picks
plays.
to get tossed because
Excuse
they
me,
were
the
in,
critical
they thought they were in a
scramble,
window.
for the
Now
touchdown,
that
the
window's
scramble
just been
across the
shut in their
field where
face.
Trevor makes
I
a
think the
phenomenal
Colts
throw
just shut
across his
themselves out
body.
for another 10
I mean,
years.
Tim had
Yeah,
separation.
and
It
that
wasn't like
sauce
he was just
traded
this
now is going to
phenomenal
set them
play
back.
catch.
It's
Like,
bad. Very
he ran
bad.
away from
Yeah.
the guy. So he runs his routes
Daniel needs the
physically
mobility,
and
and he's
at
not going to
full
have that
speed, and
coming back from
Right.
That's
he's
a
been able to
year-long
make some
recovery.
plays for
So
us.
he's
So I
not
was
gonna be
very
ready
pleased with
until
him
next
yesterday.
November.
You get
Yep.
a sense that Brian's confidence shot up a little bit.
A little bit. I think just getting healthier, right? Like as a wideout, and you got an
Yeah,
ankle,
Colts-
like, that's just
Colts
hard.
may
It's
end up
hard
having to
feel
stick with
confident probably
Anthony
going
Richardson.
out and cutting
Not gonna
and
lie.
running and
Or do
stopping
another,
and making plays. And
Another
I think
bridge.
right now he just feels better. He
Yeah.
feels healthier. He's been practicing hard. He's been practicing at full speed. Him and the quarterback and Trevor have worked at it. Like they've put time into it. And it showed up yesterday in a big way for us. Like, that's an area of our offense.
Trevor just
that
keeps doing what he's
has
doing, man. He
been
keeps his
much
head down and he
needed.
just works his
And
ass
to
off.
have it show up yesterday was such a good thing to see for us moving forward, for our confidence as a group. When you can attack, like I said, every blade of grass, you're just becoming that much more difficult to defend.
One of the tougher things to kind of manage throughout the season when you get guys with injuries and confidence, and then this guy's dealing with that guy's dealing with that. How do you get it all to
Yeah,
get?
it's definitely the process that you're in as a head coach and as position coaches and coordinators. That's our job, to have a pulse on who needs what, right? Like, yes, it's every player you want to coach the same, and you want, from a standard standpoint, right? But some guys need different conversations. Some guys need different indie drills. Some guys, like, that's the one thing I think that we've maybe done a nice job of, or we've tried to emphasize as coaches recently, specifically, is make sure everything that we're doing is like tangibly driven, like something that every player may need something different.
That had to feel
improve
good for
upon.
the current
How
players
can we
and
get that to show
the
up
old players
in
being at
our
that game
film
and seeing that.
examples, in our drill work, in the reps that they get in practice, making sure that those are in alignment with the things that they need to improve upon to show up on Sundays, right? So, yeah, it's a challenge, but that's the challenge of coaching, and that's why we do it. And you're trying to help guys get to the best version of themselves, and I think that's something that we try to take pride in.
Close to going yesterday, and the field conditions play into that decision at all, or no?
No, I mean, like you guys saw, he was out there a little bit throughout the week. It was just a matter of
hopefully we get
Friday,
Parker back.
Saturday wasn't quite
next
ready
week
to go, so I think we'll get a better beat on it on Wednesday. When
well,
we get
you could
out
also
there a
let him
little bit.
rest against the Jets. A little more rest.
When you're going to be heavy favorites going into Sunday.
That's easy, man. It's easy. No, we'll have plenty to continue to work. I mean, guys, like, we're not, hate to say it, but we're not in a position to act like that. We know what happens when we let the foot off a little bit. We've seen what that looks like, and I think when you learn from those moments and those
My dogs are about to start fighting each other.
Games, it's our jobs to.
I'll let you guys
hold
listen to
that
Liam for a second.
standard
I'll be right back.
to not let ourselves get to that position. Are we going to play perfectly every single snap and every single game? Probably not. But if we can have the right mindset and mentality for 60 minutes and 4 quarters, I feel a lot better about that.
Trayvon's 4-count stop yesterday, that kind of exemplified what he brings to the table and why he's so important what you guys did.
Yeah, great situational awareness, kind of understanding what we were going to get there. They threw it on 3rd and 1, so had a pretty good feeling they were going to run it on 4th and 1 there, and knew, that they like to run the tight zone in that situation, and they were in the shotgun, so it was a little bit easier for him to
Duval
crash
Dave
on
let the dogs
tight
out
end and make a play, and he anticipated it well, got penetration, but there was others also that got some good penetration.
Both my dogs are old, and one of them
their
sleeps by the back
combinations
door.
off, which was
And
Devin Lloyd
when our
on
other
that
dog
as
has to
well.
go to the
So,
bathroom,
huge
he
4-count
goes close to the
stop for
door,
Trayvon
and our
for
other
our
dog
defense,
hates
and
his space
getting
being
him back
invaded,
out,
so he
back
gets
out there,
upset.
me, going is a good thing for us.
Everybody good here? Coach, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Liam. Thanks, Liam. Yeah, man, honestly, Liam is gonna be the best coach in Jags history when it's all said and done. I can already tell. I've been a Jags fan my entire life. I can already tell. All right, while we wait on Eric, I'm going to pull up the stats from yesterday. You know what? I need to actually, let's do this. I'm going to share, display capture. Which one am I looking for? Boom.
What Liam have to say?
Everything good.
Yeah.
No, he said we're in no position to feel safe, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Let's go.
All right, I'm pulling up the stats. We're going to go over yesterday and just overall just talk about how the team did.
Yeah. You know, another indicator that where I was like, oh, this game's in hand, was those drops in the bucket to BTJ.
Yeah, listen, the passes that that Trevor made and the confidence that all the receivers had yesterday, especially BTJ. Again, the last 4 games in this playoff run can be very special with this group we got, man.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said too, I said this to you earlier today. I said there might be a chance for a 50 burger.
Yeah.
If Liam likes keeping the foot on the gas, like who knows? Like if we're up by a lot of scores and they decide just to keep Trevor in for the third quarter of that Jets game, you know,
That's great. That's crazy talk.
It is crazy talk.
Listen, I'm here for it, man. Like
Me too.
We can have that crazy talk.
We are in that situation now where we can have a little bit more of a crazy talk. Like we
And
don't
as fans
seem
in particular
as
can talk like that.
Yeah, we don't sound as loopy as we have in the past. I mean, we've been doing this for 3 years now on here, and you know, that first year we sounded loopy in it. We went to the playoffs,
which made the following 2 years in that collapse, man. That collapse in 2023. Oh man,
Yeah.
that was a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
But
Robert
something else that
says-
might be fun is once we get done looking at these stats is going to a playoff predictor and trying to scope out the future. You know.
Yeah, we can do that as well.
Let's look into the 8 ball, the crystal ball here, and see what we think's going to go on.
Yeah. Robert says Liam talked about making the defense guard every blade of grass with BTJ adding that element. Tim had some nice plays, dependable wide receiver and big body wide receiver. Yeah, Tim is a good vet to have. He's very knowledgeable. He knows he knows how to help Trevor.
Yeah.
And that's what a good wide receiver does is make the quarterback better, and then the quarterback's got to make the wide receivers better, and that's starting to develop with all of our receivers. Trevor, again, we're going to go into it, but that was Trevor didn't have the greatest completion percentage ever yesterday.
No.
It was pouring down rain. It was a monsoon, but to throw 17 completions for 244 yards and have a passer rating of 105 with 2 touchdowns, again, in the type of weather that there was yesterday, that's an insane game. Yeah. You take the weather factor out of it, Trevor probably would have had 3, maybe 4 touchdowns and probably 350. There actually was a couple the drops that did happen. Someone posted the yardage, just the air yardage, if they would have caught those passes, was 80 yards. And after the catch, probably would have added another 20, 30 yards to that. So, yeah, Trevor would have had 3 touchdowns and at least 350 yesterday.
I would say we would add another touchdown too, but literally they went right back to Tim after that dropped TD pass and scored on that play. So,
yeah. Strange touchdown got called back also. Yeah. So
I don't remember that at all. When did that happen?
What quarter was that? Was that a second quarter?
I'm trying to remember when that happened.
What's up, Clarence?
I don't know, man. I was at that bar, and they were handing out like free shots for after every Jaguar touchdown. I'm kind of glad that we stopped scoring touchdowns at halftime, because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk out of this bar.
Man, imagine if they just kept going, man. It would have been crazy. Clarence says, why everyone loving on the Texans all of a sudden? Texans D is okay. Jags are the only team that scored over 25 on that D. Jags gave Texans that game. We let our foot off their necks. So I've talked about that, not on stream before, but I've talked about that. That game right there was a perfect rookie head coach experience. Rookie head coaches are going to have games like that, and it sucks that it happened against a division rival, but Liam felt like it was okay to call safer plays because of that 19-point lead, and now he realizes you can't do that in the NFL. You cannot do that. You cannot let your foot off the gas. You can't ease up. Even though we kind of did in the Colts game, but that was more weather related. Second half, we only scored 8 points.
Was clearly in hand. They didn't let up off it until the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't. We didn't score a lot in the second half, but we didn't need to. But I didn't feel like we were being conservative. We were conservative with the clock. We weren't conservative with the play calls. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. No. That was a learning experience for the entire team. The offense played great in that game. Defense played great up until the fourth quarter, and it just seemed like everything fell apart. And that's what makes or breaks coaches.
Yeah.
And that made Liam Cohen. We've won 4 games in a row since that game. A lot of coaches would have folded. If we still had Doug Peterson on this team after that loss, we would have lost 4 in a row. Exactly. Yeah. Liam didn't lose faith in Trevor. And I love that he, especially after the Cardinals game, he said, I'm going to continue to let Trevor sling the football because that's his job. And he's not going to lose faith in him because Trevor's proved that even though he turns the ball over, he's still a good enough quarterback to make up those mistakes and win the game. Yeah. What's up, Storm? Since Myers and Strange have been back, the Jags are top 4 in drop back efficiency. We were bottom 7 in the league prior. Exactly. After the bye week, the Jags, I believe, are a top 4 offense and defense, especially defense against the run. Trevor also is at the top of the leaderboards with big-time plays now. So it's just, again, it's exciting to – that game just showed the future right there. That game should have made everyone believers of not only Trevor, Liam, but just coordinators, every coach we have on this team, all the players, like, believe in this team all around because everybody yesterday played their ass off at a very high level. Yeah, Clarence says correct. Peterson would have tried to throw T-Law under the bus. Exactly, and I love that about Liam too. And I talked to Eric about this yesterday or today. I can't remember what it was. The press conferences, the difference between Doug and Liam is crazy. Doug took no accountability for anything. He threw everybody under the bus. Liam will get up there and say, starts with me, my bad. And then he'll not throw anybody under the bus, but he'll say, hey, quarterback's got to play better. Defense has to step up and play better. He tells it how it is, and he doesn't try to sugarcoat anything. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's not afraid to just tell people how it is. Every interview the guy does, he's very transparent, and it is very refreshing as a Jags fan to see. Very refreshing. Jags for life, 1994. What's going on? Not going to overlook the Jets and focus on Denver because past Jags would lose the Jets game. We got to keep stacking wins. Yeah, and that's what Liam just said in his press conference. He said we're in no position to kind of slow down and, look past anything. So for sure, I think they're full speed ahead. They're probably only focusing on the Jets, and that is nice to see.
You know, the sign of a good coach is when the fans are talking like the players.
Yeah, exactly.
As fans, we're allowed to look to the Denver game. We're allowed to look to the playoffs. We're like, that's what we're getting ready to do here in a little bit after we go over these stat lines. But we've all bought into the this culture that they've and it's easy when we're winning like we are. You know what I mean? But it's just fun to see that now. So
I already have my score prediction for the Jags-Jets game.
Oh, look at you!
I already have it.
On a Victory Monday, you already got your score predictions down. It's supposed to be a beautiful day.
It's supposed
Sunday,
to be 69 degrees. Nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I think my score prediction is 42-9.
42-9. All right, 3. You think they're going to score 3 field goals with the third string quarterback?
Yeah.
Is Justin Fields
probably all in the third and fourth quarter?
He's not going to do it. because I thought he got benched. I didn't think he got injured. I thought he just got benched because he wasn't playing. So
I think,
they don't
yeah,
even want to deal
yeah.
with him as the backup.
Yeah, I think Justin Fields got benched, and then Tyrod Taylor got hurt, right? So it's going to be the third QB.
That's crazy.
It's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild. I mean, unless he is hurt, I don't know anything about the Jets. I don't freaking know. I don't.
I'm looking at the Broncos game.
Yeah, screw the Jets.
Yeah.
Screw the Jets.
Yeah. I'll look at the Jets injury report here.
Since the bye week, Liam is focusing more on the offense. I think Liam has done a good job with all the coaching staff on both sides of the ball, but for sure has definitely locked down and got the offense. He even admitted that the offense was pretty difficult for everybody to figure out, and that could aid with BTJ's dysfunction this season. Could be the new scheme is a little bit difficult for everybody.
Yeah,
And then
overthinking it on the field and now
exactly
it's slowing down for them. Well, I talked to you about this, I think, before we went live. When Liam was in Tampa, the passing game was the last thing to go. I mean,
Yeah.
Baker wasn't lighting it up week one, that first year with Liam. It took a good 10, 11 weeks for him to get that pass game going. The running game was just there to keep the points going while the QB figured that out. And how about, another good thing that we haven't really talked about is the fact that the arm, the wristband is working.
Yeah.
How many delayed games we haven't gotten a delay game since he put that thing on.
Yeah. The
I
illegal
think that
motions have gotten better
also
too.
helped. It's become very streamlined. You just put a number up and you just, have Trevor read it out, so yeah.
That is the biggest thing the team now has to focus on is penalties. We still are committing a few more penalties than we should. We need to be under 5 penalties a game, if not way less than that. But we're averaging like 9 or 10 penalties a game, and it's not great at all.
Yeah.
We'd have a better record if not for some of the games that we shot ourselves in the foot with penalties. Let me catch up on a couple of these here.
Trevor hasn't turned the ball over the last 2 games.
Exactly. Yeah, Storm just says everyone's been quiet about it, but Trevor's top 8 to 9 in total touchdowns, more than guys like Herbert, Darnold, and the same interceptions. Exactly. Trevor's been on point, man. I think he's settled in. He's very comfortable now, and the receivers are getting more comfortable, which is helping Trevor also. Yeah. Peterson, again, that love interest with Press Taylor, that did him in twice. Pass regime brings in Eric and Gabe Davis. Brings up that they couldn't even play Eric right. Yeah. Eric has proved to be a huge addition, not because of the pass regime, but like I give Trent the benefit. He saw what Eric could do, but the lack of coaching that Doug and his staff brought to the table really did it in for him. So yeah, Eric stepping up has been huge. But yeah, bringing in Jordan Lewis and Jacoby Myers, the Jacoby Myers trade, probably the best mid-season acquisition we've ever had.
Yeah.
Dude has stepped in and he seems like he's been here all season. So, and that's exciting. That's what you want out of your mid-season trades.
Hey, if you don't mind, scroll down to the receivers real quick. I'm interested
yeah.
to look at these receivers and see what these stat lines are. Because again,
Yeah.
I think my point is valid with them switching the priority. Right, early on, it was like, how do we get BTJ involved? How do we get Travis going? You know what I mean? And I feel like after the bye, it's been, how do we get Trevor going? Right, the whole let it rip thing.
Yeah. And
that's what works when we're not scheming to get somebody involved. We're scheming to get Trevor involved, and that's the way it should be. That's he's your quarterback. He's supposed to be the guy, right?
Yeah.
And you're letting him show it. And this is what happens. You got Tim Patrick there with 5 receptions for 78 yards and a touchdown, something like that.
Yep. Yeah, he was the favorite wide receiver of the day, reception-wise. But I mean, BTJ with only 3 receptions for 87 yards is huge.
Oh my God,
I was
those
hoping
are so
for a
pretty.
BTJ touchdown. I'm ready for him to.
Yeah.
I would love to see Brian Thomas Jr. and a Jacoby Myers 2 touchdown apiece game. That would be
4 touchdowns in a game. That would be.
that'd be exciting. Which again against the Jets, very possible.
Could happen this week.
Very possible. Could very well happen this week.
Yeah.
Myers definitely is playing himself into a contract storm. I think that's something that you gotta lock down.
That'll be
you gotta keep him.
a good. I'll be interested to see how James handles. We can talk a little bit about it, off-season stuff.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how he handles Myers, ETN, and Lloyd, because they're all playing themselves into contract extensions.
I think he's a little bit of a fortune teller because he voided all the years off of Diami's contract.
Yeah.
So I think he was, yeah. It's like, yep, we're going to keep Diami, but not after this year.
Yeah.
Jacoby definitely is the guy to get. I think our receiving core pretty much next year is going to be BTJ, Tim Patrick, Jacoby Myers, Parker Washington, and then the occasional Travis Hunter coming in on offense. And that's fine by me. That's a great receiving core.
Yeah.
Especially year 2 under Liam Cohen when everybody's comfortable. It's going to be insane. And I predict, again, we're going to be in the playoffs. We don't want to talk about draft, but just a slight overview. I think that they do go out and target like another tackle in the draft, somebody that somebody that can immediately step in.
The line will be the focus of the offseason, but we don't. That's I know we're talking contract stuff, but
yeah. And then, like I said earlier too, free agency. I don't think they do a lot in pro free agency either. I think that's a very light touching. They might grab 1 or 2 mid-tier guys, depth.
Depth guys.
Nothing crazy.
Good locker room guys.
Build through the draft and, just set up for the future. That's all you got to do. Yeah. And I think that we finally have the staff to do that. I know in 2017 it just felt like win now, especially when that 2018 season came tumbling down. I feel comfortable feeling like we're gonna have multiple back-to-back winning seasons and multiple playoff appearances. Because we got a lot of young guys and they're playing at a high level right now, and we keep doing that. I think we're set. But I'm very happy with the receiving core that we have right now. Brian Thomas Jr. Yeah, and just watching him yesterday, that just felt like rookie season BTJ. I loved seeing that happen. Tim Patrick stepped up big. We talked about that, him being a pro's pro coming in, helping Trevor Lawrence. That's the type of guy that you need out there. Keeps a level head, knows how to get open. He's had some drops in the past, and he had 1 drop in the end zone, but Trevor went right back to him.
Right back to him.
Back to him.
That rollout to the left and that zip right there, I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's Trevor. There's sometimes when he throws a pass and you clinch up a little bit, but for the most part, Trevor's going to come right back around. Doesn't matter if he throws a pick. You're going to be like, damn it, Trevor. But then the very next drive is going to be like, damn, Trevor.
Right.
So
hey, you're getting less and less of the damn it, Trevor, and you're getting more of the damn Trevor.
Just about every pass Trevor threw yesterday was a damn.
Yeah.
He was dropping every pass just where they needed to be. And again, we talked about the 17 completions to 30 attempts. There was a few drops, but then a lot of that was just rain. I think Trevor would have had a damn near perfect game if there was no rain yesterday.
Yeah, I was really impressed and very pleased with the rain game and Trevor's ability to overcome that, because in the past we've seen that the rain games ball security was huge for Trevor this week. So yeah.
Trevor also now has you go ahead. Guys, we'll let you know Trevor now has 31 wins as Jacksonville's quarterback. I believe the next in line is David Garrard, and if Trevor wins out this year, he could jump into second place with wins like mid-season next year, and then 2 more years he'll be ahead of Mark Brunell. People say they want to replace Trevor. Why? Why do you want to replace Trevor? 3 winning seasons. The first season that he was here, he had Urban Meyer as a freaking coach. It's crazy to me the shit that Trevor gets just because of the bad experience he's had with Urban Meyer, and then Doug Peterson just felt like a fluky head coach after that first season. So, yeah, Rhett, you'd rather have T-Law gunslinging and not afraid to try throws. He feels like Brett Favre. Brett Favre had tons of interceptions, but the dude just went out and slang the ball, dude, every time. And that's how T-Law feels. And I like that. Keep throwing the ball, and, shit's going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. You can't be afraid of it. Every quarterback throws picks. The great Patrick Mahomes last night had a 19 quarterback rating, 3 interceptions, not that many completions. It was insane. Tim Patrick, a great depth wide receiver. He's huge, willing to block and play special teams. He's a perfect wide receiver 4 or 5. Exactly. Love having him here on the team for that. Hard to believe that a QB plays better when his O-line keeps him clean. 0 sacks. 0 sacks. Look at that. 17 completions, 30 attempts, 244 yards, 56.7 completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, and a 105.4 rating. Damn good day in a monsoon. I honestly don't think you could have a better stat line in that type of weather. Like, he was slinging it in the rain. And that's how you know you can trust Liam Cohen in a press conference, because they asked him about the upcoming game a few days ago and that there could be potential rain. And he said, listen, we're doing rainy day drills. Trevor looks great. Liam even said he had one of his best practices during a rainy day drill. And I believed him then, and then Trevor went out there and proved it. So it's hard not to just keep trusting everything that our coach and GM and everyone's doing. Wet hair Trevor's a different animal. You're damn right. He's different. Look at Nick Mullins, though. 1 completion, 1 attempt, 3 yards. He even kneeled down a few at the end there. 79 rating. He had a better rating than Patrick Mahomes. Look at that. Look at that. A lot less fumbles this year compared to every other year. Let's look at this. I'll come back to this. We're going to go to player stats. Quarterbacks here. Let's look at passing yards real quick. Nope. Passing. I hate that the ads load in a few seconds after. Look at this. Would you, Trevor? He's 12th in the league passing yard wise with 2880. Thank you, BTG Lover. I appreciate it, man. You've been a huge supporter for me. I appreciate it. All you guys have, man. Rhett, Storm, Michael, Charlie Boy, Robert. All you guys are showing up big for me, man, and I appreciate it. You guys support me even when I'm not here. You guys look out for me, and that's what I need. All of Trevor's stats are slowly going up in the league. His QBR, yards, and touchdowns, they're all going up. They are all going up. You're damn right. What were we going to look at? We were going to look at fumbles. How do we look at that? They've got interceptions on here, but no fumbles. Okay, Trevor Lawrence has fumbled 41 times in his career. How do I can't tell. May need to look at Trevor Lawrence individually. Let's click on him, see if it'll bring it up. Fumbles, here we go. So this year he has 5. 5 fumbles, only 3 lost. So we'll just count 3 of those. So he has 41 in his career, only 3 for a loss this year. So that's not bad. He has definitely improved in that aspect greatly. Rushing touchdowns, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adding on to that, he's got 23 total touchdowns so far. That's pretty good. Sometimes it's the snapper's fault. Yeah, out of those 41, I would say, more than a few of those, probably not all his fault. You can say that for interceptions as well. A lot of those coming off of tip passes and things like that. So, really, when you look at Trevor, I know as a fan and watching him that Trevor is a top-tier quarterback. But if you really dig into his stats and stuff, he's better than a mid-tier quarterback stats-wise. But just knowing Trevor, like, the dude's going to pick it up and he's going to be in MVP conversations within the next few years for sure. I think Trevor will have 8 to 10 rushing touchdowns by the end of the season. Hey, he's got 4 more games, man. I think he's going to hit. He's got 23 total touchdowns, 4 more games. I think he breaks 30 total. I think he hits about 32 total touchdowns on the season, rushing and passing. And I think the Jets game, he could throw for 4 touchdowns. That could really boost him up there. That would put him even closer. I think Trevor has a couple huge games ahead of him. He's got the Colts. So he's got the Jets at home next week. It's supposed to be a nice 69-degree sunny day. Then we got a cold game against the Broncos, but then we got a dome game in Indy. And if he keeps playing at a high level, being in a dome, he's going to sling it. So Broncos didn't look exactly impressive versus the Raiders. No, that game is 100% winnable. There's a good chance to go at least 3-1. Yeah, at least. But I feel like the team can win out. We're better than the Jets by a long shot. We're better than the Colts by a long shot. We're better than the Titans by a long shot. That Broncos game is going to be a close game, but a very, very winnable game. Trevor is heating up at the perfect time. It feels like 2022 Trevor, but I think with Liam as the coach, I think that success is going to be sustainable, and he's going to look good next year as well. This team could be a postseason powerhouse because we like to play those close games, those dog fights, and we can come out on top of any game. Now, getting to the Super Bowl facing somebody like the Seahawks or the Rams, that could be a little scary. But if getting to the Super Bowl has to be scary, I'm fine with that. Scare me all you want. I think we'll be all right. We put up we were ahead 19 points on the Texans with their defense. I think we'll be all right. We just can't give up games like that. And I know Liam's probably not going to give up games like that ever again. Yeah, most of the scary teams are NFC teams. There's not really a scary... I think we're the scariest team in the AFC. I mean, yeah, the Texans have a great defense, but their offense is stale. That game last night, C.J. Stroud, the only plays he can make are on-the-run plays. That's when he plays his best. If CJ has to step up in the pocket and make an accurate throw, just a normal quarterback pass, just a simple pass, he underthrew it or overthrew it every time. CJ Stroud is not just a great pocket passer, and that is going to hurt his career in the long run because he's going to get hurt, having to get on the run. It's crazy. CJ Stroud hasn't thrown a touchdown since October. Check his stats due to injury. Let's go back. Yeah, let's look at CJ Stroud real quick. Let's just take a little gander. He's got 2,100 yards. I know he missed a few games, but whatever. Well, he had a touchdown against the Chiefs.
I was about to say, I was like,
I can't remember who he threw it to, though. I think it's okay now to be a...
last 5 games, CJ has thrown 4 touchdowns to 3 interceptions with an average rating of 81.3.
Yeah.
In the last 5 games that Trevor's had, let's look at that. I'm interested to see that split.
See, I'm a CJ Stroud hater, and I like to pride myself on being able to, I would say, assess quarterbacks and how they're going to come into the league. I've been pretty good at that. I think Cam Ward in the long run is going to be a bigger threat than CJ Stroud. I think if you get a competent GM and head coach for the Titans, I think Cam Ward is going to benefit that team a lot more than CJ Stroud is going to benefit the Texans.
Trevor's last 5, he's got 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions with a 90.6 rating.
It's pretty damn good, and 3 of those were against the Cardinals.
5 came in 1 game, and we won that game.
Yep. Exactly. CJ Stroud best feature is getting out of the pocket for a pass. Yeah, exactly. He cannot step up into a throw, just a normal throw, like a normal quarterback pass. He cannot make any of those throws, and if he does, it's because the wide receiver made a play. Last night, yes, he made some really good, insane on the run throws, but any time he had to step up in the pocket and make a pass, it was underthrown or overthrown. It was terrible to watch. What was even more terrible to watch was Patrick Mahomes. Wow. And the drops didn't help either. He looked terrible, and the wide receivers looked terrible. That entire offense last night just looked like shit. That was a hard watch. And I said it again, or I said it before, I'll say it again. I've been the biggest Chiefs hater, and the one time I needed them to step up and I was cheering for them, they failed me. So that makes me even more of a Chiefs hater. I hope that Travis Kelce retires. I hope that Andy Reid retires, and then Patrick Mahomes will have the worst second half career downfall out of any quarterback we've ever seen.
All right, I sent you a link in Discord to the playoff predictor. Let's take a look at how the AFC is going to, at least the AFC. Let's look at the AFC going forward.
Here, let me post it up in here. All right, how am I looking here? There we go. Let me spread this out a little bit. Might cover up my beautiful face just a little bit, but there we go. All right. And I do have a beautiful face. Nobody say otherwise.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous face.
Gorgeous.
All right, so we got tonight's game. Eagles at Chargers. What are we thinking? Who do you have more faith in? Because I don't have faith in either one of these teams right now.
Me neither. That's a tough. I'm
going to give it to the Chargers. The Eagles are floundering a little bit, and the Chargers, even with the backup tackles, seem to be, just able to.
I'm going to give it to the Chargers too.
The Jags.
Yeah, I'm giving that to the Chargers for sure.
And so, yeah, that puts them in the 5 seed. So there's no change if that happens. And then we'll move on to Week 15 here.
Yeah, Herbert's back.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I go to the next?
Yeah.
Oh, next.
when you're ready.
Next.
Are you sharing it with me on the screen?
Oh.
Discord too.
I can do that. Hold on.
Yeah, that way I can just see. Because right now I'm watching the live feed and it's a little bit of a delay.
Little delay. There we go. Now I'm sharing it with you.
There we go. Now, yeah, here we go. All right, so, man, Chargers at Chiefs. Do the Chiefs rebound?
Division game, tough game. I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah,
I think that I think the Chiefs
I don't
win
feel
that.
comfortable with it. I mean, I don't think it's going to help them at all at this point. But the Bengals and Ravens game, man, I was really thinking that the Bengals could run the table, and then they just kind of, fell on their face against. Now again, the Bills. It was in Buffalo, snow game. There's a lot of craziness going on in that game. So, but speaking of the Bills, give me the Bills to beat the Pats.
Me too. Yeah, I think the Bengals do beat the Ravens too.
Legitimate. I don't think that's me trying to get the Jags in a better position. I legitimately think the Bills will win that game.
Yeah, Ravens defense is bad.
No, I don't know. I don't know if the Steelers win that game.
You don't think the Steelers win that?
I don't know. That one's a toss up for me too. I know it's in Pittsburgh.
I'm going to give them
give it to them because it's a home game. And
this, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I want the Cardinals. I want the Cardinals to upset.
If it was in Arizona, I may have.
Yeah.
But again, you got to. Okay, I'm going to be as pessimistic as possible and just give the Texans the win.
Yeah, let's do that. But here's the thing. I think if the Cardinals can score 23 points, I think they win.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is the defense doesn't allow 23 points. We're the only team that scored that many points on them.
I know.
All year. So, I mean, Eagles easy, Niners easy.
Yeah.
Seahawks easy.
Yeah. Green Bay, I think, wins.
Do you in Denver?
The Packers have been heating up, and the Broncos.
They look good.
The Broncos aren't as good as they look.
Yeah, the Bears too. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about the NFC right now.
I know, but I'll give it to Tampa.
But if you want to just throw it out there, yeah. Yeah. I can get on board with all that. Yeah, I can see all that happening.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Chiefs. Yep. Chiefs. Man.
I don't think the Ravens are going to win that.
Me neither. I don't think they will either.
And
I don't think they will either.
With that right there, that's going to look at you. not even second guessing that one. You're just throwing it in there. I think with the Ravens not beating the Patriots, that's going to lock us out of the 1 seed. Ooh. I don't even think I think the Rams lose in Seattle.
Do you?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, let's give it to Seattle. Yeah. I'll give them that.
I mean,
it's a home game.
I'm not really concerned about
the way the Rams just played the Cardinals though is just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Seattle has that's just gonna be like a 45-42 game right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like the rest of it?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Okay.
That looks right. Give me KC. I don't
give you
know.
KC. Okay, I'll tell you. Listen, I'll do it. Give me the Chargers here over the Texans.
You think so?
I think so. Give me the Chargers.
Okay.
Give me the Chargers.
It's in LA. Fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. The Pats are going to beat the Jets. Especially if they're on the third string quarterback, the Jets.
Fuck it. Give me the Browns here.
Yeah. All right.
It's at home. Shador's cooking. The defense didn't play great, but they are capable of playing great.
Yeah. Green Bay's going to beat the Ravens. Bengals beat the Cardinals. That's a toss-up.
I'll give that. I'm going to give that to the Titans. Fuck it. I'll give them one. I'll throw them a bone.
The Bills, at this point, I don't care what the Bills do because they're not going to win their division.
Yeah, they'll.
I could go either way.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
Do we really have the Ravens going 6-10 right now?
Rough.
We'll have to look. We'll have to double check that one. I'm curious how that one shapes out a little bit. All right, on to week 18.
Week 18. Probably give the Chiefs This is a tough one, but I'm going to go Broncos
Bills
probably.
At home.
Texans,
unfortunately.
Bengals,
Bengals, Bills.
Bills.
That one could be a toss-up too.
This
I know
one,
it's going to be played in.
It's in New England,
New
so
England,
let's
yeah.
give them the win for the benefit of the doubt. Another
Pitt.
Baltimore.
Oh, look, here you
Pitt.
go. Here's Pitt's 9-8 season, like we all predicted it would be.
There it is.
And then of course the Jags.
Rams, Seattle, Green Bay. I'll give the Bears this at home against the Lions.
Really? No, I don't know.
It's at home.
What happened?
Bears
See
at
what
home?
happens if the Lions win. Do they sneak in as a 7? No, they won't get in as a 7 seed.
Wow.
Because the 7 seed's 11. Wow, 11-6 is a 7 seed.
Damn, look at that difference right there.
Yeah.
We'll see what that does. All right. Give me the Saints. They've actually been playing some decent games lately.
Cowboys, Eagles.
Give me the Panthers.
Panthers 10-7
Give me the Panthers as the #1 seed in the NFC South.
in the South. Yeah. All right, let's take a peek. What we got here?
All right. No, it's got us going up against the Chiefs.
We got
The
us snuck in. Damn it!
Chiefs!
Where did that happen?
Oh man, give us the win there though.
Yeah.
Give us the win there though. This is the tough one. Broncos or Texans? Taking the Bills there.
I'm gonna say the Texans. To be honest, I don't know. Like,
You Texans?
I mean, the defense.
It's
I
the
hate to say it,
defense.
the defense is legit.
It's
you know?
legit. You know what?
Which means we're gonna be playing them in the. No, we'll be playing the Bills in this scenario.
Yep, there it is.
Give me Jacksonville at home.
At home, baby.
Give me
baby. Yeah, and then
Texans.
the Patriots.
I'm saying, give me the
Texans. Yeah, fuck it.
for the
Yeah,
conference
fuck it. And then look at this. And then look at this. Bears, Packers. Give it to me. 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 Super Bowl, baby. This is mine and my brother's dream, by the way, is for the Jags and the Packers to play each other. Those are our two favorite teams. And it very well could pan out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back and talk about a little bit though.
Yeah.
Like
week 14. You just want to go back to the wild card?
well, we can talk.
Yeah, go back to 14.
Well, 14 is this current week.
No,
15.
no, week 4. We were just finished week 14, so I guess go into week 15.
Yeah, week 15. This is going to be a big week. This could shake some things up, especially if the Cardinals can somehow pull it out. If the Cardinals can pull it out, man.
The Chiefs essentially winning out.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, if you go on to the left side where they have the divisional ranks right there, you can click on the team and it'll open up their schedule. So click on like the Chiefs marker logo there, yeah, and scroll down.
Okay, yeah. So we did. So, we had them winning out.
If the Broncos lose, I know that switches up what happens, because then if the Broncos beat them in Kansas City,
you know what?
That's going to kick out the playoffs.
Yeah, give me the Broncos.
Either the Chargers or the Broncos. Now they get the benefit of the doubt because their easy games are away and their challenges are at home.
Screw it, Tennessee.
Okay.
Screw it. Screw it. I don't know, Tennessee. The way Tennessee played yesterday and the way the Chiefs played. Tennessee could have beat Kansas City yesterday.
Yeah.
Just with the performances that were given out, Tennessee could have beat them for sure. It's crazy. Yeah, Rhett, it's going to be tough for the Chiefs to make it. They would have to win out, and some things would have to go their way. But never say never when it comes to those assholes.
They're challenging games they have at home, and then they're cupcake road.
What's up, Palm Bay?
They don't have cupcakes this year for them, as it turns out. What was their schedule, by the way? I'm curious to see like how many. They lost to every. Well, no, they beat the Lions. I mean, where's their quality win this year?
Their quality win.
They have not had one.
I guess you could say the most quality win they did have was against the Colts.
or the Ravens,
or the Ravens.
or the Lions, which again,
Yeah,
you would
well,
have said you would have said those were quality wins last year, but I mean they're average wins at best.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The Jags, if the Jags played the Texans in the AFC Championship game, and it would be in
Oh,
Jacksonville.
That would be sweaty. That would be a sweaty
Oh
for me.
my God. That goes back to like 99
Yeah.
with the
We really have. Do me a favor.
Titans.
Look at the Baltimore one again, because it looks like we have Baltimore losing out on the left hand side, all the way down, all the way down.
Oh my God, they're that low. Oh my God, that's so confusing to me. What the hell? 12? Okay.
All right, so go down. All right, so week 15 we have them losing to the Bengals. We have them losing out, which
Yeah.
is possible.
Yeah. I think this final game maybe could go either way. The
Man, we really need them
Bengals
to beat
game
the
could go
Patriots
either way.
at home.
I know, that would be nice.
Yeah. What? Hey, scroll back up now and see what that does. Boom, baby.
Oh! Look at that, 13-4,
Yeah.
winning the 1 seed.
All right, go if you go to like the little calendar thing right here. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
The jersey style you have on is my second favorite behind the Prowler. Yeah, mine too, actually. These jerseys
Really,
were pretty nice.
You like the specifically the white or that generation in
Just
general?
this generation in general.
Really?
It definitely was the second best jersey we ever had.
Because it's got the double outline, right, with the gold and the black with the
Yeah,
teal.
I mean, you got to think, man. The ones we have now are just super bland. Then you go back to the mid 2000s, and they brought in that
the
like
David Garrard era,
the
they weren't-
pinstripe
they had, like, that
there.
little strip along the side. Yeah.
Psh,
Yeah, I guess.
psh.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. Jags just need to take care of business. You're damn right. Yep, AFC South is not as ass as everyone said they were. Except for the Titans. Yeah, Prowlers are the best jersey in the NFL. Now, I want to let everybody know, I watched the interview with the uniform guy. He said that the Prowlers are not going to come back as permanent. They will use them as like an alternate jersey. But the next time we get new jerseys, he said the new regime wants to line up the new jerseys with the new stadium. So we're not getting new jerseys until 2028.
That's fine.
We don't
need to be switching jerseys every 5 to 10 years, as it turns out.
I know. Yeah, this will be, 10 years? It'll be the 10th year since we got the bland ones, so that's fine.
Crazy. I can't believe it's been that long.
I know. It was after the 2017 season. That is crazy. Yeah. We do, though. Yeah, we get the rival ones next year. Do you think we wear the black jerseys at all this year? With the white helmets?
Nope. No, I don't think it was a good color combo. I don't like the white. I don't like the white helmets. I would prefer the white helmets if the Jags logo was all teal instead of like the actual full color that it was. It just felt like a high school decal placed on top of it when it's in white.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't think teal would work on a helmet. I would like to go back as much as you guys don't like the pinstripe era, the David Garrard era. I like the pearlescent where like it's black, but like when the light shines on it, it's teal.
I like that too, but I'm not gonna lie. I really hope our next helmets are matte teal.
Really?
Yes. Oh my God. I wouldn't be able to contain myself. Matte. Go look at the Vikings matte purple helmets and just imagine that in teal. Holy shit.
I just don't. But then does the logo stay colorized, or is it just like I don't know. I'd have to see it. I don't know.
I might have to do it. I might have to do a mock-up at some point in time.
Yeah.
Do a little mock-up. Yeah, lean
what
all
about
into
gold
teal,
one,
man.
like the Saints.
I would rather go all out teal. We'll probably get a new Jags logo. I would say
I honestly hope
newish.
not.
I would say newish. They always like this one,
Yeah.
this jersey right here, the Jags patch. This was our logo for that. Like it has the current logo, but the actual like shield with the Jags on there, that was our logo for a while. So I would say they would take the current logo and maybe just alter it.
Give it a body.
A little
I'm
bit.
all about using that Jags head on the Prowler body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
They could do that. They could do that. But I would like some bold uniforms, like the all teals, like get more of the gold and black in there, and then have like an all teal matte helmet. I think we would look mean as fuck going into games. Not even gonna lie.
You know what I would like to see? I was thinking about this the other day. Was like if we, because the Jaguars auto brand is British, right?
Yeah.
So if we had like a specifically British jersey and it was like the old, like the original one, like where we're gonna have silver and stuff, and then they got the lawsuit against them from the Jaguar automaker, right?
Yeah.
Like what could have been, and that can be our London look. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, look at the Vikings helmet right here. Look at that. Just imagine all teal. And look, they don't even have their logo on their helmet. They have horns. We could do something. I don't know. Shit. Get some creatives in there. Silver and teal would be awesome. That was actually going to be the main colors. It was silver, teal, and black, and then they swapped over to gold after the original logo got denied from Jaguar, the car company.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. There's just something about like an all teal. Just I don't know.
Looks up Jacksonville Jaguars original uniforms. You don't get the same one as I do. There it is right there. Now I like the helmet on that one. I don't necessarily like the streak across that goes down.
I don't.
From one
Yeah,
shoulder
I don't.
across the other one.
Yeah,
I don't
like
care
that
for
either.
that at all.
Yeah.
But the silver with the Jaguar leaping, I like that one a lot. Scroll down a little bit more, see if you can actually see the helmet. That's so crazy. We don't get the same. There it is, right there, a little bit. Yeah. Oh, scroll down a little bit more.
Yeah.
There
right
it
here.
is. Yeah, I like that helmet.
It's not bad. I don't like after I guess the silver just doesn't seem right, but yeah.
It's better than white. I would have if we had a silver helmet, I think it would have been better than the pure white for me. It's just personal preference though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the all white helmets either, but I'm a fan of bold, and I think if you want the Jags to stand out on the field, I think
stand out, right?
I love the black helmets, but man, just an all teal it would just look good, man. I think all teal would look good with any color combination, especially would mix up our away jerseys. I would like to have a lot more pinstripe color in those as well. Like this, man. I love the teal numbers with the gold and black outline. Like that's nice. I like that. That stands out. You don't look bland, just black and white. White jerseys with black numbers, man. It just looks like we're a generic team.
I mean, and again, also something that we have not discussed is that we remain undefeated in the Prowlers.
We do. We're and that's why a lot of people are like, man, we got to keep the Prowlers. I love the Prowlers so much, but I don't want them full time because I like getting
the nostalgia of it.
I like getting excited for a couple times a year. Like, oh man, it's a throwback game. We're getting pumped up.
Special, right?
Yeah.
The throwback. Yeah.
Right. It makes it a little special. Now would I complain if we did make them full time? No, I absolutely not. But I'm okay with it either way. I'm fine. But I think if we want to stand out, especially with getting a new stadium and getting new uniforms, then I think they need to go super bold, and it still needs to be like a sleek look. Maybe take it back, like gather some inspiration from the OG Prowler uniforms, but make it like new and fresh. There's a design out there somewhere that's going to look really nice. And I just when Tom Coughlin was like, we're going back to tradition, and it got everybody pumped up because they were like, man, are we gonna get something similar to the Prowlers? But no,
we ended up getting practice jerseys.
Yep. And man, I'm all about being bold, and that's why I like these jerseys. The one I'm wearing, like the teal, and even the black and all that. These jerseys looked good. I was very happy with this, and then going from that to the current ones, man.
I think maybe it just soured me because outside of 2017, we were really bad in those jerseys. we were so bad.
I know. We looked good though.
We look good. We look good while we're getting our ass kicked.
Now,
Sorry.
I will say, the two-tone helmet, I didn't hate it as much as other people hated it, but these jerseys right here, if you would have had an all teal matte helmet, that would have looked good with this jersey style, for sure. But all we can do is hope that they just, I don't know. I just feel like we need the passion that Liam brings to the team. It just, that needs to show in the jerseys, man. You need to, when you step out on the field, you need the other teams to be like, damn, they look pretty fucking cool. Was there ever a black version of the Prowlers? Yeah, there was back in the 90s and early 2000s, we had black versions of these, or the throwbacks.
Yeah, we did. I've actually got a Rasheed Mathis one hanging up right now.
Yeah.
I love that one. Yeah. Yep. Click on the Bengals logo. I'm going to take a peek at their schedule real quick. All right, so they've got the Bills. No, they just played the Bills. So we have them winning out. Okay, after this. Oh, what am I doing?
Hold on one second. I got to be right back. Give me 1 second.
No, you're straight. Yep, no worries. Let me see. I'll try and hold down the fort here. Liam and Trevor have been on the same wavelength. Oh yeah, it's great. We're Dave and I were talking earlier about like how just how open in communication Liam's been, like just in general with media, with all of it. Like he's not afraid. He's got 100% faith in Trevor. I don't think you take this job if you don't have 100% faith in Trevor. It's great to see. Man, those post game speeches that Liam does, man, that makes me want to run through a fucking wall. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so pumped after the game. It's hard to go to sleep after it, even 8 hours later. Yeah, he talks like a real person. Absolutely.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I like about him.
Yep. Again, I think, and the fact that the front office in general, just they've all adopted one another's mentality, right? I don't think there's, and you've seen it work out with James. He's not afraid to admit when he's wrong. He was wrong about the Diami signing, right?
And he showed that by yep,
right,
yep, exactly. I always look forward to the speeches, even the losses, but the wins are so sweet. Exactly, and that's the thing, man. The 4 losses we've had, Liam's gotten up there, and he says it how it is. It starts up front with him, and
Well, the sound was it the sounds of the game after the humiliating loss against the Rams in London. The first thing he does is he owns his mistakes. He's like, I shouldn't have put you guys. He's play by play. He's like, I shouldn't have put you guys in this position. This was not the right play. And then he went. There's like 3 or 4 plays in a row. It's like that's on me. I got to be a better play caller. It starts with me.
Yep.
So again, the last two coaches Trevor's had, it was no, we didn't do anything wrong. Players got to play. You know,
Yeah. I do like that. A couple weeks ago, I think it was the Cardinals game, Liam blamed one of the interceptions on himself. He said that was just a terrible play call on his part.
Yeah.
And that's what caused the turnover, just because of the routes on that play just weren't great. So, and that's fine. That's another thing people don't think about. A lot of these plays, they practice them and they're timed. And if the wrong play is called, Trevor goes out there, throws the ball like it's supposed to be, but someone runs the wrong route or the defense reads it way too well. That is on Liam. Yeah, it looks bad on Trevor because he threw it, but Trevor's doing what they practiced. And yes, not every interception is going to be like that. There was 2 throws in that game where Trevor threw interception. And even me, the biggest Trevor Lawrence lover ever, I will support him all the time. Even I was like, damn, Trevor, like you gotta not do that. Like that was just some blatant mess up. But again, that's what I like about Trevor and Liam. They own up to their mistakes. They keep pushing, and that keeps the team on track at 9-4. Micah, what's up, man?
I gotta hop off.
You're good.
I gotta do some family things. So
you're good. I will continue just
Victory
chit chatting here.
And man, this is exciting, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for next week already.
Yep, I am. I'm excited for this upcoming Sunday, man. It's gonna be fun.
Sir. All right. See y'all.
Duval.
Duval.
What's up, Steppin'? You were at the game, cold and wet conditions out there, but we came together as a fan base, and the team came to play. Exactly, man. That was an extremely fun game to watch on TV. Being there in a monsoon, I would have loved to have been there, even in that type of rain. Just the experience. That was the best team win we've had all season. And to do it in those weather conditions just makes you realize that this team can do that any day, any weather condition. That's it, man. I remember people were hoping for 9 wins at the beginning of this year. I projected about 10. Realistically, we could have been 11-2 at this point. Exactly. I predicted 11 wins at the beginning of the season. That's definitely attainable against the Jets and the Titans. But man, now give me that 13-4. Give me that 13-4. I got a strong feeling we can run the AFC for sure. If just a couple things go our way, man, we can do it. Yeah, the bank should be packed, especially because tickets are a lot cheaper. If my foot starts to feel better and heals up a little bit, I might go to that game. If not, I might end up going to... My mom and my brother are trying to get me to go to the Jets game, and I want to so bad, but it just depends on my foot. But if my foot doesn't allow it, I think I'm going to try and go to the last game against the Titans. That'd be fun if we were 12-4 going to that last game with the number 1 seed on the line. Being at that game against the Titans at home, that would be pretty special. 11 years beating their ass. I was so happy for BTJ. You're a BTJ Glazer yourself. Yeah, man. That last year game against the Colts at home in the Prowler jerseys, he balled out, and he did the exact same thing this time. I was hoping for a BTJ touchdown, but I was very happy with the 2 passing touchdowns and the 2 rushing touchdowns from ETN. ETN, can't talk enough about him, man. He's really stepped it up. He's played great for us. Has ETN even fumbled at all this year? I don't want to jinx anything, but I don't think he's fumbled at all this year. I'm torn, though. I would like to go to the Jets game, but I also want to stream the game and hang out with you guys. But being there would be fantastic. Liam holding BTJ out for that long was the correct decision. Myers has clearly left his mark on the wide receiver core. Even with half his first drop due to the weather. Yeah. ETN is now a top 3 running back in the NFL. Let me go take a look at his stats. Rushing. Yeah, ETN's got 917 yards. He'll definitely hit 1,000. 7 touchdowns. He'll definitely hit 10 for sure. He's had 3 runs of 40-plus yards. That's huge. His longest was 71. Yeah, I love what the entire team's doing, man. Let's see here, 5 to who's got the Jonathan Taylor's definitely 16 touchdowns on the year is pretty crazy. Jahmyr Gibbs in second place, then Derrick Henry. But definitely after the bye week, everybody got better, man. Trevor got better. ETN pretty much stayed steady. The defense stepped up. Devin Lloyd re-improved. There was a few games before the bye. I know Devin Lloyd was hurt, but he got healthy, and after the bye, he stepped up a lot. Josh Hines-Allen, after he got his sack record, he stepped up big. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor has slowed down a lot. They're going to rely on him pretty heavily, though, over the next 4 games because they're going to be with a third-string quarterback. So I think that alone might keep him in his top spot just because they're going to lean on him a lot. Yeah, I say if Parker's not ready for the Jets game, let him rest. We're going to need him with the Broncos. The punts in that game are going to be huge. You play a team like that, a 30 or 40-yard punt return that Parker Washington usually can hit, that could turn the tables. 13-4, I can feel it, and people say first place is out of reach. It's not. The Patriots and Broncos are right there. They need 3 more losses, and we're in first. We play the Broncos, beat them second seed. Yeah, it's very attainable. Tim Patrick is a pro's pro. He hasn't been extremely consistent, but you're not expecting Tim to be consistent. He shows up when he needs to, and that's what we needed. I think we end with a number 2 seed, especially if we win out. I think the Broncos, if we win out, they lose to us, of course. But I think the Broncos have the hardest schedule to end the season. They have a very tough schedule. Let me see the Broncos' last 4. I looked it up earlier. Yeah, they've got the Packers. They definitely can lose to the Packers. Then they play us. Then they play the Chiefs, and then the Chargers. They have 2 very difficult division games, and then they got the Packers and us. That is not a favorable schedule for the Broncos. I definitely think that's the most difficult schedule in the league to end with. Yeah, the Chiefs aren't a playoff team, but they have to play 3 other playoff teams, and, it's the Chiefs. It's a division game. It's in KC on Christmas. So we'll see what happens there. But I think the Broncos lose to the Packers and to us. Both home games for them. The Patriots had the softest schedule out of any team. But the Patriots play the Bills and the Ravens. Those 2 games, if they lose those 2 games and we win our next 2, and then we win out, that's all it takes. All we got to do is hope the Bills and the Ravens can beat the Patriots, and then that's looking good for us. Ravens aren't playing good football, though, unfortunately. Yeah, if the Broncos lose 2, especially 1 to us, and the Patriots lose 2, and we win out, I think that gives us the 1 seed. Because I think we would have more AFC wins to break the tiebreaker, if I'm not mistaken. And I really hate to, man. I said at the beginning of the season, I predicted that the Jags were going to sweep the South. We're going to be 5-1 in the South. that one Texans game that we were winning by 19 came crumbling down. But I'm okay with that. As long as we, make it to the playoffs, this team it's improved and succeeded way beyond my expectations, and I'm happy about that. I'm proud. I'm proud of the Jags. If Liam gets the 1 seed, the Jacksonville's going to be rocking. You're damn right. Yep, we're 3-1 in the division, but we still play the Colts and the Titans again. So I feel like we can win those games pretty easily. Titans, I think the Titans are going to give us the most trouble out of everybody. If that sounds odd or surprising to you, it shouldn't. I think we can handle the Jets and the Colts, especially with as beat up as the Colts are. The Titans have looked pretty decent. Cam Ward's looking good, so. Yeah, so if we're all 13-4 with the Patriots and the Broncos, it's whoever has the most AFC wins, I believe. And that would be us. Because if we win out, we've only lost to 2 AFC opponents. I think the Patriots have lost to the Steelers. And if they lose to the Bills and the Ravens, that'll be 3. Titans will probably be thinking about the offseason. I hope so. Unless they got some bad blood and we have the chance to be the number 1 seed and the Titans just want to somehow pull something out of their ass. Yep, Steelers beat New England, and if they lose the next 2 against the Bills and the Patriots, that'll be 3 losses in the AFC. And that means all we got to do is win out. Number 1 seed is the Patriots don't have the easiest schedule at the end. And the Broncos have a very difficult schedule. We have a very favorable schedule. We just got to win out and then let everything else run its course, man. Number 1 seed is very possible. And then we get to relax and just enjoy some wild card football without having to worry about anything. That'll be fun. Man, I love this team, dude. I love this damn team. Oh, they lost to the Raiders too? They did lose to the Raiders. Okay. Yeah, second week. So there we go. We definitely would be way ahead of them. This team has a very good chance of getting the number 1 seed. Every game we play is winnable. Every single game. But we cannot let the foot off the gas. We need to play the Jets. We need to stomp them. Then we got to go to Denver, and we got to come out of that Denver game 11-4. Got to come out of that Denver game 11-4. True, yeah, if the Eagles beat the Chargers. That's going to be a game to watch. I might stream that tonight. I don't know, because that kind of has some implications to the AFC playoffs. Oh, exactly. After that Texans game, yeah, I don't think they let the foot off the gas either at all. Same here, Micah. That gives me the energy. Listen, I'm going to get a little deep with you guys here for a second. I've been dealing with a lot of shit over the past month and a half. Foot infections, my blood clot just causing issues. I've got neuropathy. I've felt like shit. There's some days I don't even want to get out of bed because my whole body hurts and I'm terrible. But this team has like just watching the Jags and the press conferences and, you know, hearing Liam talk, and it's got me pumped up, and it's actually got me feeling good mentally, and that's helped me a lot physically. So football's been a huge part of my life. The Jags have too. And, you know, when they win, it makes everything feel better, you know? That's the same thing with anybody going through shit mentally, you know? This will help you lock in, dude. This gets you excited. I'm proud of this team. And I get to, and that's another reason why I came back to the channel and all this stuff, you know, even going through what I'm going through, is because I get to share the excitement with you guys. Like, we're true fans of the team. I live in North Carolina, away from Jacksonville, and I don't get to be around that, so I get to spend the time with you guys, and it's fun. Yeah, exactly, man. Health first, but winning definitely makes the mentality better, which, you know, makes you physically better, and it's fun, man. It's fun. I haven't been this hyped up in a while, man. 2022 and 2023, I was hyped up. But I'm more hyped up for the future of the team than anything. Like, I'm in the now, in the present. That's exciting because we're gonna go to the playoffs. You know, we pretty much have to just win 2 of our games to make the playoffs, but getting that number 1 seed should be top priority. But I'm pumped up. Right, they'll still try to. Yeah, definitely more sustainable, especially since we have a lot of young guys on this team. 2027, we had brought in, you know, some free agent stuff like that. A lot of big signings, things. You know, right now we have a nice young team to look forward to. Yeah, the first season with Doug was great. You know, started off slow, but we expected it to start off slow with a new coach. Then it ended fast. This season, though, you can tell that it's going to be more sustainable in the future. Yep, Trevor's only 25, man. It's crazy. Yeah, he's got a lot of good football left in him, man. If he can play for 15 more years, retire at 40, get us 3 or 4 Super Bowls, I'd be happy. Exactly. Now look at what Sam Darnold has been doing with Seattle. That just shows you that, you know, a QB, he could hit his prime at any time. You just have to have faith, and you have to put in as much effort into the quarterback as you want to see out of him. And people don't understand that. A lot of teams, they'll throw quarterbacks in. They're like, you suck, you're out. We're going to draft a new quarterback. Oh, you immediately suck. We're drafting a new quarterback. Let these guys develop, man. Sit back, put the effort into the QB, and then you'll see the effort out of the QB. Peyton Manning said that loss to the Jags in 2007, running wild on them, changed the team. I think the Texans' loss will have the same effect for the Jags. I 100% agree with that, too. Travis Hunter is going to be a boon for our defense next year. I hope they let him play more defense with offensive packages. I truly think that he will. I think he'll play more defense with a few snaps on offense, especially with Jacoby and BTJ. We got to lock Jacoby up. I think our offense is going to be set, and then just have some fun packages for Travis Hunter to come in, make some fun plays, get back on defense. I'm excited to see Travis Hunter come back. Next year is going to be fun. You know, and then, you know, next year after we get our Super Bowl win, Travis Hunter's going to be able to come in and get us to, he's going to help us get to another one. Back to back, baby. We're not even in the Super Bowl yet. I'm already talking back to back. Exactly, BTJ Lever, exactly. Now Trevor has a good O-line and weapons, and you see his quality. That's all it takes, man. Get a good O-line, give Trevor some time, get some guys that can catch the ball reliably. That's it. I think the league is still not put on notice. I think teams probably think we're still bad. They'll say in like the pressers, like, oh yeah, it's a good team coming up, but they're not thinking that. They're thinking, yeah, we're going to stomp this team into the ground. That's probably what the Broncos are going to be thinking about. They'll get up on the podium and they'll say, yeah, the Jags are good. But in their mind, they'll think the game's already sealed up. Travis Hunter's going to be linking up with Adams in the offseason. Hey, that'd be big for him, man. But yeah, I'm excited for the next 4 games. I'm excited for the playoffs. I'm excited for the offseason. I'm excited for next season. I'm just excited for Jags football for the future. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. All right, guys, it's almost 2 o'clock. I have yet to eat anything today. I need to hop off here. I need to grab some food. It's been nice just sitting here for 2 hours talking Jags. I'm going to want to talk more Jags in general. I might stream tonight just so I can talk more football. Screw it. If you guys want to hang out with me tonight, I'll go live. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Like I said before, man, you guys have been a huge support system for me. A lot of you guys have reached out when I was away and, you know, asked how I was doing, and that really is what brought me back. So I appreciate it. I'll see you guys tonight. Much love. Duval! Wow!